The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. We're talking about the Nadex binary options, folks. Buy, sell, all the indices. It's a beautiful thing. And what a market we have here, because deviance is in this market, and it's in it big. You know, last night, what do? Last night, you downgrade Spain.
Yes.
Euro gets croaked, right? Goes all the way where it should have went, came all the way back,
oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Came all the way back.
Absolutely.
And you know what's so cool about something like that, folks, is that what happens is that it's like, oh, yeah, really. Now picture this. Even if you would not have to ever done anything technically. It's like, oh, so the euro's going to go up, right? And all the markets in Europe are going to go up because you don't have enough money to pay your bills.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Give me a break.
Well, actually, I thought what was more interesting was the mere fact they came out and they said they were going to print more yen, and the yen has gotten stronger. not like a little stronger. It's gotten stronger. That's really, to me, that was that's not the story that's even being talked about.
Cool. Let's go look at that.
The yen has sold off. This morning after I didn't read the full story. I just heard. When I was up at about, 4:30 or so.
Yeah.
And they said that they were going to do 1 trillion yen, whatever that converted to.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And look at this thing. It's gotten stronger this morning.
I know.
That's
deviant.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that you've got the disconnect on the whole Spain thing.
Yeah.
But this one here, I was just kind of scratching my head, saying, "Okay,
that's good though." So
I don't understand that.
If that baby can get back to, oh my God, if it ever can get back to 78, 17, we'll have a field day.
Oh,
absolute field day.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to see something that's wild here, so let's go over to the dollar, because you're going to love this. Because I'll let you borrow this.
No.
See what the dollar's doing, folks. Okay, this is Steve. Steve takes ownership of all these, and you can't get it away from him. Okay.
That's right. That's true.
That is an elastin golfing.
Is that okay?
And what's so cool? So check this out. So this is what's so cool about something like this, folks. Is this with elastin golfing? It looks like a disaster.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
It starts up higher.
Yes.
It goes all the way lower. But on top of that, what you have is this. So picture it now. You get elastin engulfing going into two bullish engulfings.
No question about that. I pointed to two
dramatically lighter volume.
Yeah. I pointed that out this morning. It's coming in. It's coming all the way into the February 29th one.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
If it rejects it. No.
Oh, it's going to reject it.
I love it.
Yeah. I already called them up.
Okay, good. I love it.
Called King Dollar up. I call. What do you have?
You got the toll free. You got the hotline.
I get the hotline to the King Dollar. Must have a prince or something. You know what I mean? Hotline to the prince.
I love it. Yeah, I think today's close on the dollar is real important.
Oh, it is.
Of course, your last engulfing, you got to wait till Monday's session.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But this is set up nice. Right now, folks, you get the Dow down 3, Nasdaq's down 4, S&Ps are off $2. The thing that's amazing, okay, is the NDX. There's no doubt about it, because what you have is that you have Amazon is going to the moon.
Amazon's $26 right now.
Amazon's going to take over the world. And and I'm not kidding either, folks. Okay, bottom line is that
I heard that they have a hotline to you. I heard you say that on your.
Well, they do. They do.
Show.
They have a hotline to my wife.
Yeah,
they have a hotline to my wife.
Angie might get a few more things than you know of, huh?
Folks, let me tell you something. It's really it's a riot. Okay, the shopping world is absolutely insane. I got to tell you this story. Okay, so picture something. Growing up, right? I like to, shop for clothes, but, I'll go shopping like twice a year or something.
Yeah,
and that's it.
For sure.
And that's
Absolutely.
it, okay?
Yes.
So I meet Angie 13 years ago, right? And all of a sudden, I didn't know what a honeydew list was, but I really didn't realize how much people actually shop. Okay.
Yeah.
So
good point.
So all of a sudden I'm saying to myself, wow, they go shopping a lot, right?
Yeah,
No, now this gets crazier because so picture, I have a boy and a girl. Angie has 2 boys and 1 girl, right? And these boys are going shopping with her, and I'm looking at them and saying, "What are you guys going shopping for?" Right? I mean, it's like so weird, it's unbelievable, right? So they're shopping maniacs too.
Yeah, I like that.
So then I start realizing, I says, this really is like a shopping country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all my shopping's done at a golf course.
Yeah, no. Listen, man. I still don't. If I shop for big things. So I can't. That's what she says to me. She says,
okay,
"Oh yeah."
Okay,
she
you're
says,
the big ticket shopper.
Exactly. You give me a boat, a car. But it is funny. I guess it's all relative. But listen, this is what happened last night. So this is a riot. So last night I'm outside having a glass of wine with a neighbor.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the wife comes out, and the wife says, "Well, we're going up here," and the little kid, we were just talking about sports, right?
Yes.
This kid's a great baseball player.
Yes.
And he's running to his mother. I says, "Don't tell me you're a shopper too."
Oh, that's.
And he looked at me and started laughing.
Hey, that's Go Along America.
Oh no, listen, it is. But you know what? I mean, it's funny, folks. It really is. It's what perception is, and my perception never was.
Yeah,
like that type of shopping. I never,
Oh no. For years I'd been in the retail industry. Well, if you figure, I was in the retail business from like '83 till God knows when, 2008 or something like that. And so when I was always not always, but towards the later segment was always dealing with retail shops and high destination tourist spots.
Yes.
And a lot of theme parks. Now, a number of theme parks were seasonal theme parks, or I might go take a look at some malls that might border on maybe tourism malls where there's a lot of high traffic.
Okay.
And I would always go look at locations. The one thing I always looked for first, no matter where I went to, is whether they were carrying bags. Okay. Whether they were carrying, the environment that I was in, were people walking around having shopped. Because if they weren't shopping at other stores and carrying bags then it was easy for me. It didn't matter what location I was going to get. So if I was going to take a look at a mall, I would be taking a look at, are people just going there just are they socializing?
Right.
Or, are they carrying bags? Are they walking out of the stores with stuff?
That's great, man. I can't wait to do I can't wait to do that. Do you know why? I can't wait to do that in the next mall I'm in, because that's something I've never, that's awesome, man. No.
Even during, the difficult financial time, you would go to a mall and you would see, are people actually, what's going on retail-wise?
That's right. Are they grooving just for a day out, or are they actually shopping?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man. And I can tell you, folks, those tidbits can really give you an idea once you get comfortable with that whole aspect and understand what's going on.
There's always information around us. When I got into, I forget it was one of the Monster Energy drink.
Red Bull or something, right?
Not Red Bull.
Monster.
Monster. Yeah.
Right.
I forget the ticker symbol on that. But that's how I got into that stock, because I like Costco, and especially when you own companies, it's easier to buy, bulk stuff or what have you. And every time I went there just to get just the normal, paper towel, whatever it was, I was watching people just wheeling this Monster Energy drink out.
Wow.
And I've never, still to this day, I've never tasted one.
Right.
All I knew was I was watching that stuff go out the door left and right, and went back and I said, I got to go check on that stock, which was how and then I started doing some fundamental analysis. That was how I got in on that stock back in like 2005, 6, whatever it was. Yeah.
That's good.
So it's actually good to always open your eyes.
Oh, that's the Peter Lynch deal. Yeah, right. That's cool.
Just open your eyes and take a look at this, like on Apple. You just as you go to the stores, you see what's going on, versus something else. So.
Well, what's going on now at Apple? Someone's taking a bite out of it. Apple, folks, is into that gap. And if Apple can't save itself into that gap today, it's going to get interesting. The first leg down got it into the gap.
Yeah.
So we'll see. This thing stays under 60213. It's a long way down. It is a long way down, no doubt about it. Let's go to Victor in New Jersey. Hey, Victor, what's going on? Nope. Okay. He wanted to look at Sony, and Sony is almost ready, but not quite. What you have with Sony, and I brought this up yesterday, this is going to be a dynamite deal. That's my take on it anyway. But what you want to do, folks, is that you want to let this baby come back into the low there that was generated is 1564. Now, it's certainly coming back on dramatically lighter volume when we go back to the 09 levels. But simultaneously, and Steve and I were just talking about it, you want to go get your head wrapped around the yen.
Yeah.
It's all about, Sony's all about the yen.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to let the yen come all the way back, and I suspect the yen can get back to 78.80, and then you're going to line that up with the Nikkei, and on the Nikkei, what you have is that right now, she wants to come back. Oh, man.
I think Victor, we got Victor on the line.
Hey, Victor, what's happening, man?
Yeah, I'm looking for PC, actually. That's Panasonic.
Panasonic,
and
okay.
Also, I just want to let you know, the Logotimus Group, it's a Catholic organization, has a big meeting next weekend, and that's where Bush and all the big shots go. And they're basically going to decide the next move on the stock market. Just remember it. It's called the Logotimus meeting. They met last March, and that's why they had the thing in Japan there to disarm. You'll see. Next weekend.
All righty.
But check out PC.
Those Catholics, man, those Catholics, they make the market go up and down.
They do. You'll see. They control the world. Cheney, Bushes, they all meet there. I'm telling you, check out the website.
Oh, my God.
All right.
And check out PC if you can. That's Panasonic.
Okay.
Okay, so Panasonic. Let's go take a look at Panasonic. We got, this is another large Japanese industrial power. The low is 759. The high is 1267. Okay, so we bring this back. Let's take this back all the way to the maximum. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is going to be pretty. This is, oh, man. Look at, you know what, folks?
We have a weekly chart up.
Oh, no, this gets even better. You know what? Oh, my God. This would be a first. I haven't found something like this yet. This could be a Tiger Gottlieb, right, on a quarterly basis.
Quarterly basis.
That goes back to 1986.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so watch this, folks. This is sick, right? Okay, so the first leg down. So let's do this. So your A would be 24.38. We'll just ballpark it. The B's 10. So let's say we have $14. That's saying $3. That's saying $3. What's that? That's 370. It already took out the B point with lighter volume. So we did on a quarterly basis 31 billion versus 34.
Yeah. It's pretty cool being able to, for some reason my chart started in 1995, so I would never have been able to pick up on that. You're going back to the 1980s.
I'm going back to 1981.
That's cool.
Right.
That's cool.
Now let's do this, man. This is pretty intense. Okay, so let me do the retracement off the lowest one I could find.
That's right there at the 786 right now.
It's the 786. But we'd want the A to B equals C to D.
Yeah.
So what you have here, Victor, man, you just let this baby go. This thing's going to be basically trying to get into like 450 or something, man.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. We're going to keep that on our list. You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling, coming into a great weekend. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume and the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of The Money Game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, folks. And, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN.com. You're going to see the banner right on the front page. You can bring that platform up. They'll put $25,000 of funny money into your account. And bottom line is that you can...
We're going to find a trade today?
You can trade, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
So we will, let's bring this baby up. And so let's see. Okay, so we get the S&Ps. Let's see. I think we get the small caps. Definitely the
weak guy.
Yeah, looks it. So if I take a look at the IWM first, got to let that bounce a little. The SPY. Let's see what she looks like. She wants to bounce a little. The three Qs good. Well, let's see. We might have to wait for a few more seconds because, of course. I want to sell it.
How about bonds last night? Were you watching bonds this morning?
You know, I wasn't, but let's pull them up right now because I can do bonds too.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Spiked up and trading back down towards the
I like that, though. I like that. What you have here, folks, is this. Yeah, I like that. Because, see, it's going to be hard to break down into the 140, 127 area now. Because of that spiked up there.
So you'd like to actually see it. You think it would get down there intraday?
Not today, no. It won't today. But what you have is that it okay, so let's see. What the bonds have done, the 30-year bond, folks, it spiked up to 143.18. It wants to spike the 144 level. And so picture what this is. You know, you get the first hole in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Not enough juice. Plenty of sellers up there. Boom, boom, boom. Sell right into it. First hole's open, though.
Yeah.
Now you get the hole open, right? Now, you got to do the correlation between the last swing point up there, which is the 23rd, and I believe what we have is on the 23rd, we had light volume, I believe. Yeah, there she is, see? There's 240,000 contracts, and we're at 150 right now. It's going to be close on a Friday, because most of the bond trading really does get done by 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So we'll see whether, what I would like to see is this. I'd like to see it over the 250 mark.
Yeah.
By the end of the day. Okay?
Yeah.
Then that would prove that, okay, it can get over one swing point. Now, if it goes under 250, that would be saying that you get a deeper retracement, that you could get back to 139.30 pretty easy.
Now, you don't think that you could take a look at the high of the swing point from, were you saying the 25th? Was that what you were looking at?
No, but you're right in that context. 13, I see where you're going.
Came down, couldn't bust it down just yet.
That's right.
Got underneath it by...
That's right. And so what he's saying is that it would come back into the 142.13 and reject that, because that's going to be hard to break. Yeah, no, that happens a lot.
You could actually kind of take a little bit of a long trade, intraday.
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
These bonds want to go higher. Oh, hey, listen, man, I just got a call from all those Catholics.
Yes, you did.
I did, folks. I just got the call. Me being the Irish Catholic from Boston, I got the call. And you know what they told me? They told me they're going to have the market go to 825. Oh, man, I'm telling you. It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Hey, listen, I got to show you this chart. Now, folks... That's
a great chart. Absolutely great chart.
Wait till you see this. David White sent me this chart over this morning. And when you see this chart, it's going to blow your mind. If you're in your car, do not watch Tiger TV when you're driving.
Come to Channel 10. Come to Channel 10, take a look at the archive.
When you're driving. So what I have up here is this. I have up a chart that is priced in gold.
Yes.
And it goes back to 1970. And it's priced in the correlation of single-family homes. And what it says, folks, is this, is that if you priced single-family homes right now in the context of gold, number one, since 2001, single-family houses are off 80%.
Right.
In that context.
Right.
Number two, and this is an absolute mind-blower, is that the correlation is that you're buying, if you use gold to buy a single family right now,
yes,
you're buying at a price point that goes back to all the way to 1980.
Yeah, that's really powerful.
Huge.
I mean, that's
huge. Now, that's the first part. Second part, if you look at the front page of the Wall Street Journal today, this is a trip in itself. So this is the front page. Stunned home buyers find the bidding wars are back.
Yeah,
and what it's about, folks, is this. From California to Florida, many buyers are increasingly competing for the same house. Well, the bottom line, folks, is that housing is back.
Yeah, like you were telling people, take a strong currency,
that's right,
gold.
That's right.
Buy real estate with it.
That's right. That's right.
And there's the chart that proves
it. That's the chart. You stay right there, folks. We're going to talk about real estate for a few more minutes, and then we're going to go to Colorado Springs, and we're going to talk getting juiced up on Starbucks. I got my Starbucks right here.
Yes, you do.
A beautiful thing. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigers.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've always thought about trying out his newsletter, Market Insights. Well, now is the perfect time. For a limited time only, when you sign up for a 2-week free trial to Market Insights, we'll send you a free copy of Tom O'Brien's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. If you decide to cancel within the 2-week trial period, pay absolutely nothing, and keep Tom's book as a free gift from us. Tom sends out his daily newsletter each morning by 9:30 a.m. with trade recommendations, including price targets and price stops. As recently as March 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out a position for more than a 25% profit in just over 2 weeks. To get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights, along with your free copy of The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Supplies are limited for this one-of-a-kind special, so act today and don't let this opportunity pass you by. Offer only valid for new subscribers. In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when temporary market spikes move against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the advantage of keeping your trades open even when the market temporarily spikes against you. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique short-term binary options that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us. What we were looking at here, folks, it was this chart, single families and the correlation of gold. And the bottom line is that it's quite a correlation. It's saying that if you're buying single families right now, you're buying them at 1980 prices.
Well, you just take a look at some of just, you've got that chart, which that's a beautiful chart. You've got Warren Buffett saying, if he were younger, if he were doing this, or right, he'd be buying up all the real estate he could.
Right.
You got the Wall Street Journal, this morning's article.
Right.
You got the headline out there: bidding wars are starting. You've kind of seen that just in in what you've been doing as well. You're seeing properties that that 6 weeks ago or 8 weeks ago.
Yep.
Somebody's kind of like, I'm wanting to get rid of it, and then all of a sudden they get another piece of information. Hey, this is heating up, and they're like, I want a little more money.
No.
You're seeing a lot of that.
The bottom line, folks, my take is real estate's bottomed. We opened a fund. If you happen to be an accredited investor, if you want information in the fund, you can go email tigerfund@tfnn.com, and you want to just check it out if you're an accredited investor, because this is like getting in gold at 282.
Yeah,
that's my take on it.
That's what the chart shows.
No, this chart's a trip. There's no doubt about it, man. And I guess
what was gold selling for back in 1980? Of course, that was after we had a little bit of a spike back.
That was a spike. Well, that
was with the oil.
Yeah, that first spike only lasted about 2 months.
Yeah,
basically.
Exactly.
That was pretty intense. 877-927-6648. Helen from Boca Raton wanted to... Oh, I'm sorry. We got... let's go drink some coffee, man. I got my Starbucks right here.
Scott's been up early with us.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing great. You having a good day out there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had a question on Starbucks. It's looking like it's wanting to put together a high-volume high.
Yeah, and it already has a high-volume high.
Right. Okay. My question is do high-volume highs attract price like high-volume lows do?
Yes.
They do?
Yes. This is what the difference is. The difference is that a high-volume high, particularly, let's say the Starbucks has gone from $40 up to $60, okay? Mm-hmm. In a correction, you have to let it correct first. What you don't know is that, okay, when does that want to get tested? Just because you have a high-volume high doesn't mean you buy it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to get the trigger to buy it first. Like with Starbucks, it looks to me, I mean, Starbucks,
so today's the first day it's breaking a swing point on the way down in...
With volume, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Going back all the way to November.
I have some bear spreads on it, and I sat through it last night, so I'm kind of happy about that. But
yes.
That's what brought the question was, is that high volume high going to attract price again?
It will, but I suspect what you're going to have first, you're going to have to really manage that trade because Starbucks does want to get down to 52.47, and that's a normal retracement for it. But particularly, this wasn't a short position, but you made money, which is a beautiful thing, okay? But if you close, all you have to do is just what Steve was talking about. If you can close under the 57.75 today, right? You stay right there, man. You'll be in good shape.
Okay. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay, man.
Appreciate it.
Have a great one.
No. So we should tell them if it rejects that area. So
if it rejects that area, close that spread out.
Yeah.
Because it'll
absolutely. Okay. Because it'll want to go up and test that high sooner than later.
Right.
Right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And what you're going to want to do is that you pull back into that area of the ninth. You're going to want to be buying it. You're going to be all over it because what that's setting up is a much larger ABC structure in the way up.
Correct. Yeah. Making money up, making money down.
It's a beautiful thing.
That is.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thanks again.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Helen wanted to look at the small caps out here. So the small caps, folks, what you have is this, is that right now the small caps are rejecting lower price. So they're going to need a lot more juice. But before we're off, we'll know because what she's trying to do is get into the lows of yesterday, which is the 81.61. Bingo! Oh, see that? Thank you, God. As soon as we're on, they do it. Okay, so now here's the correlation. We got, let's see. It's going to be at the beginning of a new 10-minute deal. You're going to need 3.9 million into this 81.61. That's how that shakes out. And this first 10-minute bar, it's not even close. It's at 1.1. And you're going to need 3.9. So, you need a lot more juice. It's going to make the run. It's going to make the run in there and see if they can get any juice behind the move.
And it's all because you're king.
My king dollar.
It's all because you're king.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna get helped out by your bearish engulfing. Your last engulfing.
Okay, all right.
Last engulfings are beautiful looking things, folks. They really are. So they just are. Particularly, and this is where you take the whole package. It's coming into two bullish engulfings.
Yes, no question.
Okay, and coming in with 13,000 contracts versus 28,000 contracts.
Yeah.
That is a good setup all around.
When I got up this morning, I would say, okay. First I had looked at the yen because I was expecting that to taken off to the moon, and I was like, okay, that's a disconnect. Now let me go see what's going on just with the entire basket. So I went over to the dollar index.
Right.
And saw what it was going after, and I realized what it was really going after, which was that larger bearish engulfing candle going all the way back to the 29th of February.
Exactly.
I was like, this is interesting.
Right. Oh, no, it is. It's huge. It's huge. Now let me put this because one of our targets are telling us that it's going to be close to a last engulfing. Oh, it is. Oh, pretty. Now, so what's also happening, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, man. What's also happening is you're setting up a lost engulfing on the SPY. That's pretty intense, man. And what happens, folks, with a lost engulfing, that looks like at the end of an uptrend, right? The difference between a lost engulfing and a bullish engulfing, they're the same thing, but a bullish engulfing is down at the bottom. You don't like to see these up at the highs.
Yeah.
And this is a weekly one, so your candles, I know what's going to happen.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's those Catholics again, those Catholics. They got the candles out, they got the incense out. I know what it is now. They're going to call me up. I used to be an old altar boy, you know. I'm going to be serving mass at that time. I'm going to find out where that is. I'm going to get my 825 T-shirts on. I am, man. No doubt about it.
Hey, that morning we'll have more than just T-shirts on.
Oh my God! I'm telling you, unreal. Let's take a look at some of the high volume stocks and see what we have out here. Okay, so you got this is
the all scripts.
All scripts, all scripts. We'll find out what's going on there. All scripts, folks, is getting cut almost in half. It's down $6.93, trading at $9.09.
Headed to $4.
Yeah, and heading to $4, and they get another. I haven't read it yet, but they've been involved in a few scandals and frauds already through the years. Bank of America is down 4. You got Amazon. Amazon is the king of the jungle. That's up $25.
We were starting to talk about it, and I must have gotten you sidetracked. We didn't even go take a look at the chart, see where
Amazon. Yeah. Well, look at Deca's. Deca's is
getting smoked on the way down.
$17.
Yeah.
Let's go to Amazon first. We take a look at Amazon. She goes right up to the other swing point up here, going all the way back 6 months, which is 222.35. I mean, how does this work? So check it out. What you have is that 220.
It is pretty amazing.
748 we went to, right to that swing point, gave it up a little. What you want with Amazon, folks, is just have patience. That'll come fill that gap.
Yeah.
Comes down, fills that gap, and you want to be all over it.
Well, and on that downdraft, that's when they said they were going to go out and spend all kinds of money. I believe, right? That's when they, came out. Okay.
That's right.
They had 24 million shares on that downdraft. So today the volume is really not too bad so far. You're up with 11 million shares.
No.
On a Friday, only an hour into the trading session.
Right.
Yeah.
There's juice behind it. Okay. So now these small caps are ready for me.
Okay.
We'll go over to the Nadex platform, folks, and let's see where she is. Okay, here she is here. I want to sell this small cap. Okay. So you get it's the 8166, man. That's the number. So I'm going to go into, let's see, I'm going to go into
You're going to sell the Russell 2000?
I'm going to sell the Russell 2000. Okay. So we get the small caps, we get the daily, we're at, let me get this baby up here right now. So the Russell, we're at 815, and if I turn around and say, okay, this is a sweet one, so watch this. If I just say, I'm going to sell the 813, 65.50, this is kind of interesting. So picture this. Okay, we're at 815, right? And I'm saying, folks, okay, that I'm going to sell, that I need to close below 813, and I'm going to risk $34 to make 66.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do here. And we'll fire that baby off. And so where I'm going there, so let me go.
Yeah, so on the 813, you're looking
I'm going to put the Russell, I'll put the actual indice right up. So when you put the indice up, what you have is that you've just made your counter trend bounce coming up here. I don't need much, which is pretty sweet, man. You know, that's not the, one second, that's not the, let me do it this way. So if I go back to the IWM, what you're seeing is that it's going into the test of that high volume level yesterday, which is the 8161. So that's the first part. Now the second part is the first leg down today is saying to me that, okay, 8123 is game to come back to the other side.
Right.
You know, so it's all about how that setup is. And, of course, coming into a Friday, what happens is this. It looks to me like we get a sideways market for the rest of the day. The reason being is that it's hard on Fridays to really jam this thing either way.
Yeah.
Particularly after being, I'm surprised, actually, that we're even slightly lower today because last 2 days are up. And that what normally happens there is that, hey, you get Friday, you get an update, big deal.
Absolutely. No question.
So, AEM, an Eco, folks. You want to buy the retracement on that. It did everything it's supposed to do. It's going to have high volume, and this will come back. This is going to come back and fill it up, and it's going to be the buy. You can see, look at that. Tested the lows, did it with lighter volume.
Yeah.
Has the strength.
Now, in this case here, yesterday you were taking a look at this, and you were looking at the last 5 minutes or so that came in, right?
Someone made a score, big score, yeah. 500,000 shares.
So would you take a look at this coming back into that bar because that had the big volume?
Yeah, you can scale it. You can scale it.
Okay.
You can scale it. And what the scale would be, folks, is that now I scale down. You don't scale up. And I'm not talking about doubling down. I'm talking about understanding where you think it's going to go, number one, and you go third if you're scaling.
Yeah. With
the correlation, understanding that, okay, what's the minimum price, median price you're looking for it to stop. So you have 34.61 would be the ultimate.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm saying that, you got the 12th, you have the March 16th.
Right.
Okay, and then your back is against the wall at that 31.42. And now what's happened now is this inside AEM, folks, is that the acceleration up today, that you really are looking and saying, hey, this is going to get interesting because we went to 39. We're at 38.83. You can take the 38. You can take the bottom of that at 32 and saying, okay, we're going to 44. Mm-hmm. So your correlation there is pretty intense. That's on the technical. On the fundamental, they killed it. On the fundamental, they're getting gold out of the ground really inexpensive, folks. So they're probably buy the worst of the worst at this particular point.
Yeah.
So... And that makes a huge difference because no one else is getting gold out of the ground, including Gold Corp, which was, and the correlation, Gold Corp used to be a nice low-price producer. Well, they're still up there, at $600, $700. AEM is, down at $265.
Yeah.
Big numbers. Now, they don't push as many ounces out of the ground. They only push half the amount of ounces out of the ground, but bottom line, it's big numbers.
So what happened over at Deckers? What did they do there for their stock to be off 25% this morning?
You mean down?
Down. Yeah. I said off. Yeah, off.
I see. Yeah. Well, you know what? It was too warm, evidently. I mean, I was talking about it last night. I'm probably the only one that bought any of those Uggies for anyone. I sent them up to Boston, and my sister and my daughter probably didn't ever wore them because it was so warm in Boston. But, this stock, folks, is a monster ABC down. And this is a classic. I mean, this is, it's a classic. You can see it screaming $32.
Yeah.
And it had zero volume at highs, folks. Comes off the high with volume, gets all the way up to, 118, no juice, no one's in the store, everyone buys the stock, kaboom, take all your money.
Yeah, and this is where people certainly want to use volume if they're in a stock like this, because if you just put it on the weekly chart, and on the weekly chart, you had your B point, which was down on December 30th, where it had 8.4 million shares, and you came through that with 19 million shares on March 9th.
Just blew it away.
That it closed out there at the $68 range, or
right.
52. So you had chances to go ahead and, get out of town.
No, listen, as we said, it always gives you chances.
Yeah.
The real key is, do you take them? This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us, folks. We have the Dow right now up 10, Nasdaq up 4, S&Ps are down $1.50, gold's up 5.20, silver up 2 cents. We're going to be right back.
Hi-ho silver.
Hi-ho silver, baby.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. I am your co-host, Steve Rhodes. Tom had a call he had to go catch, so I'm going to take you through the next 4 minutes until we go up to Massachusetts and hang out with Basil Chapman and go ride the wave up there. Right now you've got the Dow up 22 points. S&Ps are up 7. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a composite that's up 7. I was looking at Tom's screen versus my screen. S&Ps are up 1, and the small caps just turned green. A minute ago, Apple trading down $4 at the moment. Now, what I do have up on my screen here, I've got the Qs. So when you take a look at the Qs here, I'll just simply point this out to you. Number one, you can take a look at this real, when I say, a longer-term channel, uptrend channel that the Qs have been trading in going back into the October 4th time frame there. And what you do have along the way here, what we did a couple days ago, is we made a island reversal pattern. And you want to be paying attention to that island reversal pattern. Either whether it may, now, that is a bullish sign. That's not like a little bullish sign. It's a huge bullish sign. Last time that there was an island reversal that was out there was right here as you made your lows back in March 6th. So March 6th you had an island reversal. You got down to a low of 63.23, and that it moved all the way back up to the March 27th there, where it got up to 68.49. If you just simply take a look at that measured move, folks, in fact, you would do that maybe by taking a look at, let's just see what the retracement was from one island to the next, because we are in the islands here. And so if we take a look at what that was a 0.786. You got to love how that works, folks. So at 0.786, I know volume here has been a little bit sidelined. Although today, if you take a look at the volume, let's see, we've been open in the markets for an hour and a half, just about an hour and a half. You've done 19 million shares today on the Qs. Yesterday, you did 41 million shares. So, obviously a lot more volume in the early stages here. But what I want you to absolutely pay attention to is I want you to pay attention to this island reversal. You don't see these often in the markets, either at the top or at the bottom. In fact, if I were to go pull up the SPYs here, let's go take a look at the island reversal in reverse. Let's go take a look at the SPYs. You'd go back to the July time frame in 2011. You see this little guy right up here? This is an island reversal. I'll go ahead and blow this up. All right, so you had an island reversal occurring back here in July 7th, and then obviously we saw the market move down. What was moving that market down? Well, what was moving that market down, I believe, was Greece. Greece was on fire back then. And right now we've got Spain, on fire as well. Now, this happens to be reversed. How it works, folks, I don't really know. What I just want you to pay attention to is you don't see these candle patterns that often in a marketplace, and you absolutely need to respect it from both sides. From both sides, meaning in this case here, what is this is the SPYs. Also, I suppose it's cleaner on the chart for the Qs. And what you want to do is you want to be paying attention to, because if they come back to that island and you get closes lower, that will tell you just how substantially weak the market is. So what you're looking for is if the Qs come back, or when the Qs come back and close below 64.45, that's going to give you a real important, in my opinion, in my work, that's going to be very significant. Now, what's likely to happen here is you're likely to see the Qs run all the way up to the top of this trend channel here. Which would get you into the $68 and change area. Well, what's that $68 and change? Well, if you just simply take a look at the retracement off of the highs from April the 3rd down to where you made that bullish and the island reversal candle, you'd actually, looks like what you'd really be doing is making a move, because the 0.786 retracement is 67.67. Oh, you got to love those numbers. Let's go take a quick spin here. Let's go take a look at the King Dollar. What you're going to want to watch for, folks, right now, you've got King Dollar trading out at 78.81. That closes below 78.79 today, folks. It does suggest lower prices coming at you. Stay tuned for Basil Chapman. Have a wonderful, extraordinary weekend. I'll see you Monday morning, 9 o'clock sharp, folks. Take care.